you have a history of being a very headstrong person, but not everyone's in that situation. You know, the rise of, and this is something that people don't report on, and I see a lot of people, particularly left-leaning people, and I'm not, not to go full left, right, all that type of stuff, but I see a lot of people who work in the media on the left side of things, or even left thinkers. They disregard the whole idea that the risk of suicide is greater now than it was perhaps 2 years ago. And they point to the numbers. They say, listen, there isn't as many suicides right this second. And I say, okay, fine. You may have those stats on your side right now, but the Australian, it was the Board of Certified General Practitioners came out with this statistic that was 25%. There was an increase of 25% of anti-anxiolytic and antidepressants prescribed to people in the last 6 months of last year. And I can only imagine it would probably follow that trajectory now. So that leads me to the question, and as someone who's worked as a copy, you would see suicide more than most. People don't just kill themselves willy-nilly. It's usually a chronic illness. Yeah. These people who are stuck in their homes with all their thoughts, their demons on a daily basis, particularly the ones that live alone, or they live in a relationship that it isn't as and happy and loving as it probably should be. Domestic violence, maybe their children are there 24/7 and they're trying to juggle all these things. Where do you see that going? Because it can't be a good place.
I have concerns about that, and I look at it again. I've used myself as the test bunny, for want of a better word. I consider myself fairly resilient, and I've got tools to deal with things. I train every day. I can do meditation every day, and I've got work every day that I can do at home. And call me stubborn, call me pig-headed, I don't know, but it's starting to wear me down. And I'm thinking, well, I'm a fairly resilient person that's having an effect on me. And I'm wondering if people that are in not as set up as I am to deal with a situation like this, how they're coping with it. I think there will be ramifications, and we're very adaptable. And this is my observation, human nature. We're very adaptable to our environment. I'm getting to the point now, because this is day 55 of lockdown or whatever, the thought of actually going out in public is starting to go, maybe I don't want to go to the pub on a Friday night. It's strange. I've worked out that I'm boring in my own company. That's something that's a revelation, even at my stage of life. But I'm starting to adapt to the situation, and I'm thinking, okay, well, what are we up to today, Gary? I'm not sure, Gary. We'll do a little bit of this, or we'll do a little bit of that. I'm adapting to the situation, so I'm not fighting it each day, but I don't want to be that antisocial person, but I feel like it's turning me into an antisocial person. People make the comments to me, well, you've got phone, you've got Zoom or whatever, you're contacting friends and family. I was speaking to my mother just yesterday, and she mentioned whether I've spoken to my kids. And I said, I haven't for a couple of days, and there's not much to actually talk about when you speak to them, because no one's doing anything. And that was sort of me, just the realisation why I'm not sort of reaching out to people. What am I going to discuss? What have you been up to today? I was telling my son about 2 weeks ago, I put a hinge on a cupboard in the laundry that I've been looking at fixing for a long time. He's gone, Dad, that's pretty damn boring. But that was the biggest thing that happened to me that week. So, yeah, it's going to have an impact. It has to have an impact. I worry about, you think when your life, 14 to 17 years of age, your life every day was an adventure. Every day felt like a year. I worry about people at that age where, your path for life can change very dramatically in those times, and they're missing out on things, and I feel sorry for them.
Even a couple of years older, not going out, not meeting, for dudes, not meeting girls, for girls, not meeting dudes, or whatever. Not being able to, to make mistakes, get pissed, do silly things. You're missing out on all those.
You think when you're in your early 20s, every day was an adventure. Every day you were going to do something stupid, and you loved it. That's been taken away. At least, at my stage in my life, I've got my memories. I can think, okay, I remember what the world was like. So I even worry, and this is not scientifically based, but with us getting around with masks all the time, kids, they're like sponges.
100%.
When I talk kids, I'm talking infants, and they read body language. They read facial expressions. What are we creating in a world where everyone's got a mask on? Are we going to people that are stunted in their emotional growth from reading body language? Which, we all know those people that just don't get it. Like they don't pick up on the cues. Is that going to be a byproduct of what's happening here too? So